You're listening to Les Get Things Straight with Alerco02 and RCK Films. Fuck bitches and level up.
Clear our throats. You know what? I might just make this the start.
Welcome to Let's Get Things Straight. I'm your host, Alerco02,
Oh, I hope you heard that.
and that's his name today.
That's so, Mister. Tell us how you feel today. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we recorded one. Technically, the last episode we uploaded was recorded like 7 weeks ago.
Oh my god, several weeks ago.
I think it was in April we recorded.
We haven't recorded since the week we published the Katie Benst.
Yeah, technically the newest one.
Bents.
Technically, the newest one we recorded was Katie Bent's, and we recorded that one technically after we recorded our commentary on Abducted in Plain Sight, but we uploaded to Katie Bent's first. Then it's confusing, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god, I'm confused.
We did it, and I'm confused. I had all the uploading shit, and I'm confused. And also, for some reason, the Katie Bent's uploaded last. I don't know. YouTube's weird. But long story short, YouTube's weird, and then we took a little bit of a mental break.
We had to take a break because we were confused. And technology and life.
Oh, God. Long story short, I've been having so many internet issues. Router's been going out. New routers suck, and I'm pissed. I'm always pissed.
Long story short, Rob's life sucks.
Basically, I had this Tourette's thought a couple days ago where I was just like, man, people are right. I am an angry guy. Fuck people! And I laughed out loud because I was like, I'm
Bitch.
Jesus.
Sorry.
You gotta just bring them all with you, are you?
I'm drinking.
Well, I mean, I'm not drinking, but I'm gonna have to catch up somehow, so I'm just gonna drink some Surmist.
Surmist.
Which technically, this podcast is sponsored by water. Drink that. It's drinking champions.
Drink the water, bitch. Drink the water, bitch. Drink the water, bitch.
Unless your life sucks, then just drink alcohol.
Yeah, that's true.
God. Anyway, so we want to talk about something that happened sometime this week. Something small, not a big show.
Not a big thing at all.
It's for a small group of people that are not, that well known. No one really knows them. They keep to themselves. They don't brag about how good they are at this thing. It's called E3, and maybe you've heard of it. And it's for something called gamers, more like gamers. Am I right? Oh.
Oh.
Get it? Because we're all not happy.
I mean, I was happy.
You were happy?
Ish. Not really. I don't know.
I wasn't happy that Sony wasn't on the show. And I know you told me, they announced it already, and I somehow missed that.
Months ago. They announced.
Really?
Yeah. So the amount of people, so here's the thing. It kind of frustrates me here and there with people being like, why wasn't Sony there, blah blah blah, and it's like, okay, well, one, they told us all months in advance that they weren't gonna be there, and then
somehow missed that. Go ahead.
Shortly after that, they announced the PlayStation 5 and all its specs, and that was really all they had, which is fine. That's fine by me. Like, if you don't have a lot to bring to the table and you'd rather just be like, really, you know what, this is what it is, and you're just gonna have to wait for it to come out, I'm totally fine with that. I don't need you to go to E3. But Sony always puts on the best show.
They do.
The only people that kind of stood up was probably Square Enix a little bit, but even then I have some issues with that. We'll have to go through day by day. So all the different shit.
It just felt weird, and again, I must have missed that somehow because I don't follow their Sony's socials, but it just felt weird watching an E3 show without PS4 because I missed that excuse me, I missed that what's the word I think that competition between Xbox and PS4.
Oh yeah.
I missed that, and it kind of annoyed me when people were just saying, "Man, fucking Microsoft won this one." I was like, "Well, yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe." I'm just like, "Well, even if they did, no shit, because Sony wasn't there." But
Yeah.
if you made that point saying, "Hey, we don't really have too much, but we're working really hard on the PS5 right now," so, boom,
Yeah.
and I guess that's good enough for me. I'm still not ready for the PS5.
No, it's like I still love my PS4.
I love it so much. It's the first console I've ever had. It's the first console I've ever, knock on wood, first console I've ever had that I never had issues with. That's it. I just jinxed myself. God damn it.
Which is sad, because I've never had any issues with any of my consoles.
PS1 was just never worked. PS2, it was amazing, but there was a lot of games that didn't work for me. PS3, it was fine for like the first 2 years, and then the internet cried. Well, I cried. It crashed. And then the PS4 was just magical. But, I don't want to let it go.
Well, I think it'll be a happy switchover. So I think with this being the topic, I think we should just say what happened on day one of conferences.
Yeah. Was day one what? Microsoft?
Day one was Microsoft, Bethesda, Devolver, PC. Oh, not PC. So it was Microsoft, Bethesda, and Devolver. Mm-hmm. Those were the three big ones. So let's start with Microsoft. I'll just list the games that they announced. They announced Halo Infinite, releasing on Windows and Xbox. Project Scarlett, which we'll talk about in a second.
Yeah.
Gears 5, Blair Witch, Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, Bleeding Edge, Battletoads, Age of Empire 2 Definitive Edition, which was announced last year. Just saying. Wasteland 3, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh god.
Spiritfarer. I could have said that wrong. 12 Minutes. Forza Horizon 4 Lego Speed Champions expansion.
Oh yeah, that.
Crossfire X and Gears Pop. So should we just talk, since we're on the topic of consoles and next gen, should we talk about
the Project Scarlett?
Yeah.
Like, okay, is it really gonna be called Xbox Scarlett? Because that's a dumb name.
Yeah, can we Xbox? Hello, Microsoft. I'm sorry, sweeties. Your first console was called Xbox. Your second one was called Xbox 360.
Which is bullshit because it wasn't round.
Yeah, it wasn't round. And then your next one was Xbox One.
Which I'm like, all right, did you forget how to count?
You don't know your numbers. And it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
The most powerful console in the world.
My asshole. Because so this is my issue with them releasing their console. Is they didn't give any fucking specs. They basically just said this is the name and that's the next generation. Because guess what they spent their last few years doing? So you remember last E3? That's when they released, was it the Xbox One Scorpion or some shit? Like they released
Xbox One something.
Yeah, they released 2 other Xbox One consoles. They've been trying to catch up with their Xbox One. And now they don't know, like, I don't think they're ready for the next gen. And that's why I feel like PlayStation has the upper hand, because they're like, yeah, this is backwards compatible with all PlayStation games. And it's going to have all this space and blah, blah, blah. Like, they're like listening to fans at this point of giving us what we need. And Xbox is like, I don't know, my thumbs up my ass. Like,
it definitely seems like Sony has had more time to think about what they want to do with the PS5, and it's honestly just seemed like Microsoft just announced it on the spot, going like, fuck it, we'll start working on it now. We're gonna call it Scarlet, and wish us luck.
Yeah.
I mean, when people were whooping and hollering about it, but I just remember when
those
the
are
Xbox
virgins.
Oh. I mean, true. No. I'll just never forget what my favorite streamer Brown Man said, talking about the difference between PS4 games and Xbox games. Yes, true. Sony has had a lot of great games. Uncharted, Sly Cooper, fucking Last of Us. But do you know what Microsoft had that Sony doesn't? This ends the console wars. Roblox! Dabs.
Get the fuck out.
But, I mean,
the only thing that Microsoft really has is
Halo. And Forza, because I don't think that's on the
Yeah,
PC.
they have good racing games compared to...
Yeah, and, yeah, in a lot of ways, you know, it is a powerful console, but the thing is... Oh, they had Mass Effect for, like, a few years, and then they made it cross.
But they fucked that up.
They would be like, all right, here. Oh, yeah, fucking Mass Effect Andromeda. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm sorry. My face is just so tired from all... I forgot what that line is. It's so terrible. But, obviously, we're biased. I'm admitting that now. We're Sony bitches.
I mean...
Mostly just for PlayStation. Sony could fuck itself for everything else, but PlayStation is where it's at.
I have always been in between... like PC and consoles. Like I was raised on Nintendo. Like I thought Nintendo was the fucking god of video games, which they were. They were the reason why we have video games that we do, because it was tanking. I know so much about video game history, so
what a nerd voice you just did.
Yeah.
I know so much about video game history.
But like Nintendo saved video games and consoles. And then
for a lot of
PlayStation
people,
Nintendo
was, I think for a lot of people, Nintendo was the first like console they had. Either Game Boy, mine was a Game Boy Color. That was the very first console I ever had.
Are you serious?
Does that count as a console though?
No.
Well, the first gaming thing I've ever
handheld.
had was a Game Boy Color, and then the first actual console I ever had was a Nintendo 64.
It was me at 4 years old. I had an SNES, an NES, an N64, and I was also gaming on a PC. So I was very much so like a PC and Nintendo 64 person.
Yeah, I was. Besides the SNES, because I never had one. I slightly regret it because it looks like I missed out. But I had the Game Boy Color, the Nintendo 64. At a dope PC so I could play like Pajama Sam, if you know what that is.
Oh my god, yes! Pajama Sam and Putt Putt.
Putt Putt.
But I was too busy
fish.
playing Wolfenstein and Far Cry.
See, I wasn't allowed those.
I was.
The first rated M for mature or like dark video game I ever played was Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Oh my god.
And it was like 5 years after it came out, I think. I begged and pleaded. I was like 13. I was like, Mom, please. It's my 13th birthday. I just want Grand Theft Auto. Finally, I got it, and went all downhill from there. So, but yeah, then I had the PlayStation 1 and then PlayStation 2, and now here we are.
I had a Game Boy Color too, and then I got an Xbox. And I loved my Xbox. Like, I had the nice Crystal Edition one. It was beautiful. I still have it. I played, like... Oh, what was my favorite games was probably Tony Hawk and the WWE games.
Say that again?
Back then... Tony Hawk and the WWE? Well, it was F when we were kids. But
no,
then...
you got it right, but it just sounded funny when you said WWE.
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 I
like to call it WWE.
WWE.
Yep.
And I played some amazing racing games on there, but then my world opened up when I got a PlayStation 2. And I was like, oh my god, like this is 10 times better. I also have an Xbox 360.
What was your first PlayStation 2 game?
San Andreas.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was Sly Cooper, the first one.
Yeah, nope, I was San Andreas.
Damn, so you were already thug.
I was so thug, bitch, you don't even know.
Really quick, I know we're like kind of like
off
track in here, but you hear about the Game Boy that survived a Gulf War bombing?
What?
Okay, so when I was in New York, I went to the Nintendo Museum with a few friends. Now, again, I'm not that much of a Nintendo guy, I'll admit that, but I can appreciate the importance Nintendo history had for video games. If it wasn't for Nintendo, we wouldn't have the shit that we have now. But so I greatly appreciate Nintendo for that. But me personally, I'm just not that big of a fan. But I went to the Nintendo Museum in New York City, and it was really dope. And at one point, it was showing like the history of different handheld Game Boys, and one of them was a Nintendo Game Boy that survived a Gulf War bombing. It still works.
What the fuck?
It says it still works. You can turn it on and play shit on it.
That's so weird.
And it's all fucked up too. Like the outside of it, it's all just screwed up, but the inside, it's totally fine. So,
you know, they made things to last back then.
I know, yeah, it's amazing. But so anyway, for Xbox, you've never had one, right?
I have an Xbox and an Xbox 360.
Oh, so okay, I had the same for me. And even then, like,
I always played my PlayStation 3 more than my 360.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, what sold me? Do you want to know what sold me? Telling myself that I'm always gonna love PlayStation more. I didn't know that. The one thing that sold me when I was a kid, that sold me on the PlayStation 2, I meant to say, not the 4, the PlayStation 2, was that you could play DVDs on it.
Mm-hmm.
Or as a kid, I called them DVDs, but that's a different story. DVDs. But so I figured, like, oh, I can just use the Xbox to watch DVDs on that too. No, you had to get like a weird extension to plug it in so you can watch DVDs on it. And I was like, well, fuck that. I'm gonna watch it on my PlayStation 2, and I fucking loved it. So that was what told me that Sony's better than Microsoft. But yeah, I have a lot of Xbox games, you know, but a lot of those games that I enjoyed weren't Xbox exclusives. I could have just got them to the PlayStation. You know what? I probably would have had a better time playing that. So, yeah, I mean, with this conference, I think the only thing that vaguely interested me was Cyberpunk.
And I just caught up and watched some Cyberpunk because I only remember the release last year, and they showed us next to nothing, and everyone was like, what the fuck is this?
I remember that because everyone was like, this is strange. Will I check this out? I don't know. And but then this one was just Keanu Reeves.
Well, from last year, and I missed the Microsoft thing, and everyone was like, oh my god, Cyberpunk. I'm like, I don't know, like, it didn't look good or anything from what I remembered. I just watched it. I take back, it looks good. I want it. I want to play it.
It does look dope, but I'm happy that it's for all platforms.
Yes.
I mean, of course it has to be. If game has Keanu Reeves in it, it better be for everything. It better be playable on my goddamn toaster. So, like Skyrim is on everything.
On your Alexa device.
On my Alexa.
You know what's that's what they announced.
Keanu Reeves.
They announced at E3 last year that you could get Skyrim for your Alexa, and I tried to get it, but it was only in America, and I was like, fuck you, like, this is the one time I got excited. Thing? Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a sketch.
Oh my god. Well,
I thought that was a sketch.
No.
Oh, fuck. Well, I don't have an Alexa anyway, so who cares? I want one, though. I want one so bad. But, yeah, honestly, the only thing that oh, wait, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say the same thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, the only thing that interested me was Cyberpunk. What else was there besides Cyberpunk?
Well, I'm shocked that Blair Witch is listed under Microsoft because I remember seeing that with dope. Bethesda. So I'm so excited for Blair Witch. Like,
it does look like Outlast 2, but
it looks. Okay, when the trailer started playing, I was like, "Fucking Outlast 3, we just got to." Like, are you fucking kidding me? And then they're like, Blair Witch, and I'm like, oh. Okay, I'm down. Like,
I'll check that out. I'm not that. I mean, I'm a bitch when it comes to horror games. I still haven't even. I know what happens, but I still haven't even beaten Outlast 1 because I'm just such a little pussy ass bitch.
It's rough. I would have never beat it if I didn't have Beanie. Shout out to Orange Beanie on Twitch. in chat with me telling me what to do since she would play that game on like the hardest.
I just remember like one reaction I had was when I went to one of the bathrooms and I saw a hand sticking under the toilet. I closed the door and I was like, "You look busy," and I just left. But yeah.
The only other game that I'm kind of excited for that they announced was the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga.
Oh yeah.
All of the Lego Star Wars games in one. Hell yeah.
I haven't played a Lego game in a while.
Oh my god, they're just so great because they're so fucking punny. Like,
they're punny and they're smart too.
Yeah.
Like, you got to use your brain to solve a lot of puzzles. Honestly, the last one I played was Lego Batman 2, which came out
hell yeah.
Which came out in like 2012. So, and you had all those other ones, and that was the first game that had voice acting in it. Because in the other Lego games, it was all just like Sims.
Yes.
It was very much like Sims.
Sims is an official language.
Isn't it real? Oh yeah, it is.
Simlish. Yeah.
Simlish.
But other than that, that didn't. That was about it.
Fine. I mean, like I said, Cyberpunk was really hype, but
yeah,
everything else is fine. People got excited for Battletoads.
Yeah.
Which, good for you.
Good for you. At least you have a hobby.
At least you have a hobby. I think that's it. Honestly.
Yeah,
really
and then after Microsoft was Bethesda, and they talked about Deathloop, Doom Eternal, The Elder Scrolls Blades, Fallout 76 Nuclear Winter, Ghostwire Tokyo, Wolfenstein Youngblood, Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, and Commander Keen.
Let's just mention really quick that Bethesda show was also the we're sorry for Fallout 76.
Okay, let's talk about Fallout 76.
I still need to send you that video I told you about that a friend of ours posted on Discord, which is like an hour-long video talking about like how did it start and how did it fail.
Oh my god.
It's
so
insane.
Like, just sum it up. If you haven't played Fallout 76 because you were like, this is not what a Fallout game should be. Well, it's, you know, it's a Fallout game. But there are no NPCs, which is what really makes the game. It was super glitchy and they had a lot of issues, but again, I take this as their first time making a massive game like Fallout online. Like,
that's the
thing. Tried.
Like, especially if you just release a game that's only online, even though you can play it offline, but it's mainly an online game. Of course, you're gonna have issues. Everyone should have known
tons of issues. Yeah.
A few months later, though, and those same issues are still happening. Not to mention the fucking bag debacle, or the truffle defuffle. I forgot what the dude called it in the video, but you heard about that?
No.
Okay, it's a long story. Basically, they were supposed to come with, when they bought, like, the special edition, was supposed to come with, like...
Oh, with the bags, yeah, because Nub bought it, and she didn't get her bag, either.
And they offered, we'll give you 500 credits for anyone who bought,
I think
the bag. Which
she
gives you
getting
nothing.
One.
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did later on. They finally gave out the bags, but... Oof.
The helmet was really cool. I mean, they tried, but they also failed at that.
They failed.
But the fact that there were so many simple glitches in the game, like how many times did I stream that game and I was like, oh, well, I'm naked all of a sudden. I don't know where my clothes are. And like, I'd be in the middle of a quest and it wouldn't.
Accidentally naked somehow.
Right? It's
the worst.
It gets so cold. But I also, last year they said, there's no NPCs and we're not putting a battle royale. This year, we're putting NPCs and a battle royale.
A battle royale. Shout out to our friend Blenny, who was so angry when he was watching fucking Todd come out and saying, hey, there's going to be NPCs and we're going to have a battle royale. Motherfucker!
I'm excited for the battle royale.
It does look dope.
It does look pretty dope.
Yeah.
As long as there's not like an overkill of weapons, like guns and stuff. If it's more like melee, that would be really cool. But
I'm fine with just an all melee fucking battle royale.
Right? I would be down with that.
That'll be different.
super excited for Wolfenstein Youngblood because it looks like an actually good Wolfenstein game, not like the last one I played. I can't even remember what the last one was.
Well, the
it
newest,
touched my hearts.
Isn't this like an extension to the Wolfenstein game that came out last year, or no?
Youngblood? They talked about it last year at E3.
Okay, so this is...
I think it's its own game because the standoff one was Cyberpilot. Also found that Bethesda was, well, let's just say overall, all E3 was mostly mobile games, and I have such an issue with that.
Yeah, I don't play any of these mobile games that they advertise.
Mobile gamers don't watch E3.
No, they don't.
Like...
Who? No one?
Hello?
Okay, Bethesda, I'm gonna tell you right now. Yes, okay, your Fallout mobile game probably did well, but if you advertise them on E3, no one gives a fuck. If you want to talk about them, just do a separate video about it.
Yeah.
Like, no one cares.
I was fine with Fallout Shelter coming to consoles and stuff last year.
You can announce that. That's fine.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah,
because it's fine. Guess what? It's coming to consoles and shit. Like,
yeah.
But, like, you don't see fucking Apple's App Store going to E3 and announcing all their new fucking apps. Like, hello?
All of a sudden, a hologram in E3, a hologram of Steve Jobs comes by.
Ah, Jesus Christ!
I'm back from the dead. Here's the brand new iPhone that you can play Skyrim on.
Yeah, that's gonna happen one day. Just watch.
Oh, dear God.
The only other game that Bethesda announced that I was like, hell yeah, was Ghostwire Tokyo.
You mean if Thanos was in Tokyo?
Pretty much.
That does look amazing, though.
It looks so good.
I need more gameplay, though. I'm gonna have to check it out, though, when they show gameplay. Because that's the thing, like, yeah, it's cool that all these cinematic trailers are coming out, and it's just saying, hey, this is what the game's probably gonna be about. I immediately need to see gameplay before I can get excited for something. You know? I need to see how the game's gonna play, because you can show me a cool cinematic for anything, but I need to see how the game looks.
In this day and age, too, I expect those cinematics to be in the game because the technology is where it's at, and if I get the game and it doesn't look anything like what you showed me, or if I see gameplay that's like shitty compared to that, I'm gonna be pissed.
Like, there is a game called DC Universe Online, and the cinematic trailers they had were like fucking gorgeous. Like, they all looked like real, and it was like, oh, that looks fucking dope. The game looks about the same as Sims.
Yeah.
The graphics look exactly like Sims, and you're like, oh, that's not the game you promised me. So, bless you.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. That was a beautiful moment.
Thanks.
Thank you.
But
yeah, so what was the other one? Oh yeah, Ghostwire.
Yeah.
So
I think the worst one was the one that happened later on Sunday night.
Wait, Sunday night?
Yeah.
Which one was that one?
Devolver.
Yeah.
It's
last
great.
Year was so funny.
They're trying to tell a story. I get it.
Yeah.
But, like, it took me a long time to actually believe that this was a real company.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, last year was the year that I realized that they were an actual developer company because
they announced a remaster of one of their older games they released. And I was like, oh, I remember that game. I saw the video. Oh, fuck, these are real? These are real people. The first thing they announced was a bundle of bootleg copies of their games that they're selling. So instead of Hotline Miami, it's like Hotline Michigan or some shit. And it's like, what? Who asked for this? Exactly.
Like, 'cause I didn't.
How far are they going to go for a joke?
And then they also, what was that game? It's something Pedro, but it's that cool side-scrolling shooter on a boat. It looks really dope.
Or something?
Yeah, why is it called that? Why is he a banana when it's a guy on a boat shooting up shit? And they showed that last year.
Yeah. I guess because their logic is why not?
I guess.
Which that sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't.
I'm just really confused.
Yeah, that whole thing was confusing. I like
really confused.
I like last year's show better.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were actually advertising games, and the comedy was funny, and then everything was just like, all right.
So this year it was like, I don't understand what is going on right now.
She's like coming back from the dead, and it's being weird, and it's a little bit creepy,
dying.
and a lot of people die in these things.
Yep.
But, oh well. Don't be a fucking, like, donut boy working for these people, because you will absolutely get murdered for the sake of having fun.
Yes.
God. So the next show.
Next was Monday, starting off with a PC gaming show.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be able to find exactly what they talked about.
Well,
but
I keep trying to remember. You know what? I can't remember one game that they advertised.
did they talk? I think they showed Dying Light 2. Well, when did they show Dying Light?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think it was at PC.
It
was a PC gaming show.
Yeah. Oh, well, I remember one game they advertised.
Planet Zoo!
Yep.
Yes! Oh my god, I'm so excited for Planet Zoo.
What the hell is Planet Zoo? I've never heard of it till now.
Oh my god, okay, so I heard of it before they announced it at E3, but you know the, that Planet Coaster game I have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that, but a zoo?
It's by them,
Oh.
but a zoo. So it's the
Okay.
same, they're the same company that also did Jurassic World Evolution as well.
Ah, that's kind of dope.
It's gonna be dope.
That's dope.
So I'm excited.
It's actually going to be good.
Yeah, it fucking better be.
I love the reaction. It was like, animals, shitting, hippo, monkeys, baby, more monkeys, Lion King.
There is so many little babies.
And you sold me on, bless you, you sold me on hippo shitting. So
Yes.
that was, we didn't need to see that, but I'm glad we did, kind of.
The other game they announced was Shenmue 3.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Oh,
Yes.
my God. I think that was like supposed to be made like years ago. Years ago.
Years ago.
And then we kind of forgot about it. And then all of a sudden, boom, Shenmue 3 is like, hey, mister, you want to wrestle? The game is so fucking hilarious and stupid.
Oh my god, I love it so much. I can't wait.
God.
Maneater looks like it's almost done.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Chivalry. Was that also in the PC show?
I don't know. Was it?
I think it was. Maybe? I think it was. Yeah, it's a start off as a PC game, so it would make sense. The new Chivalry game. Which I'm probably saying that wrong.
I have no idea. Oh, they announced that one game that I bought right away.
And it didn't work?
Battalion 1844.
Uh-huh.
I got it to work, but it's got a lot of issues. I haven't even gotten a chance to like play it, but I figured out how to get it to go on my fucking good screen. But
oh yeah, yeah, I kept going on her other screen that she didn't want to go on while she was trying to stream it.
it was a thing.
This is a thing. Well, and again, that's what you get when you're trying to play a game that just came out that day.
Yeah, that was probably not the smartest thing, but
Although technically you played it the day after you bought. Oh, still, that's not enough time. That's not enough time. But and you tried to stream it.
I tried.
So instead you played Jurassic Park.
I played Jurassic Park. I made some baby dragons and ran out of money real fast during the tutorial because I'm that good.
Oh, that's another thing we forgot to mention in the Bethesda. Fucking dragons up the ass.
Oh, yeah. Can we not have any more dragons for a long time?
I'm sick and tired of dragons just everywhere. Look, I was done. We're done after Game of Thrones. We're done. We're done with dragons. And if dragons and if the Game of Thrones last season proved anything, dragons don't always help. We're done. We're done. Wake the fuck up.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Not really. The next conference was Ubisoft.
Oh, yeah.
This list says Ghost Recon Breakpoint, The Division 2, For Honor, Watch Dogs Legion, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Game Update, Roller Champions, and God and Monsters.
I think the only game I'm, like, actually excited for is Watch Dogs 3. Because I like that idea that it's not just, you're not just playing as one character, you're playing as, like, the whole city of London. And, as I heard, I haven't played it, but as I heard, the second Watch Dogs is actually really good compared to the shit that was the first game.
That's what I heard too, but it's like, I don't want to play the second game until I finish the first, but I'm never going to finish the first.
It does look extremely different from the last two, though, because I watched a little bit of Watch Dogs 2 through Brown Man's stream, but, like, those two games are kind of similar, but I guess, like, the second one is, like, has better controls. But this new one looks super different. It looks like how we thought the first Watch Dogs was going to look before Ubisoft destroyed it.
Yeah.
So hopefully they don't touch this game. Let developers do what they got to do, and we'll have a good time.
Let them do them.
Let them do what they got to do.
And Roller Champions looks like ass.
I don't remember that at all.
It's oh my god. Roller derby meets basketball meets Rocket League.
I was going to say, it just sounds like Rocket League.
It's basically Rocket League on rollerblades. It looks really bad.
Yeah, I do not remember that at all, so it doesn't interest me.
That's good.
Wake the fuck up!
We talk about Dying Light 2 for a hot minute. It does look really good. But where's our Dead Island 2? Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Dead Island 2.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that trailer that came out for it?
Like 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think there was a rumor saying it got canceled.
The release date has gotten pushed back 5 million times.
You know what? No, fuck Dead Island 2. I know Sony wasn't there, but where's our Life is Strange 2? Not Life is Strange 2, fucking
The Last of Us Part 2.
Last of Us Part 2. Where's that
That's
game?
the only reason why I was a little pissed Sony wasn't there. It's like, you're hiding shit and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because the soundtrack says 2019.
Yeah,
and
the
everyone
website still says 2019 release date.
It was
so I'm like,
supposed to. But people are freaking out saying because that Hideo Kojima game that with the babies and the pods.
Kojima? Hideo Kojima? I think I'm not sure how you even... I know it's Kojima. So we got his last name right.
What did I say?
No, you got it right, but I was just trying to, like... Is it just you got the Kojima right, but the first name I was like, wait, what is it? Is it Hideo or how you said it? I don't know. I only know Kojima.
Well, Kojima's game. I don't know why the name's
Death
escaping.
Stranding.
Thank you.
No.
They announced their date in October, November? I don't know. In the fall.
Are you gonna play that game?
Yes.
Are you? I'm gonna have to watch your stream because I don't know how I feel about it.
But Last of Us, the speculation at first was Father's Day because the first game came out on Mother's Day and the people working on the game are very religious and, and stuff like that. So everyone was like, Father's Day 2019. That is Sunday. That is this Sunday. That is not happening.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, no. What if they did that? What if actually they did that?
I have been thinking that. I'm like, they're going to fucking
out of
say
nowhere,
something.
They're going to release a trailer saying, hey, happy Father's Day, everybody. So here's one more trailer for Last of Us Part 2, and it's out now. And you're like, wait, what?
I would literally shit because where's the pre-orders? Because I want the fancy stuff. What about, the pre-order people waiting.
Oh, that'll be fucked up. Wait,
it would be so fucked up.
Could you pre-order it now?
I don't think
no?
so.
Okay.
Because they haven't announced the like package thing.
And I'm sure if you could, you would have pre-ordered it already.
Well, Nub's gonna get like the full-on bundle that she can, and I'm gonna get like the next one down.
Kind of like how I pre-ordered fucking Jedi Fallen Order.
Which I don't know why you pre-ordered that so fast. Like,
well, okay, the reason why is because 1, Star Wars game. 2, because I would have gotten a good deal out of it. Because Battlefront 2 was advertising it. It's like, oh, if you pre-order through us, you'll get it with this % off, and you can get some credit through it. And I was like, oh, all right, done. And that's what I did. And then I saw the gameplay video, and I'm like,
oh
right,
no.
All right, need some work. It looks dope, but need some work.
I think it looks really good.
I mean, like, I hope they prove me wrong. It's just something about his weird running animation. Not the running animation. Well, yeah, the running animation is weird, but I can get over it. I want more, like, decapitations with the lightsabers.
Well, they can't show a whole lot.
I know they can't, but, like, you can get away with some things. If you can get away with still showing Darth Vader cutting his son's hand off, you can get away with cutting a fucking stormtrooper's head off and just push him away. Get away with that.
I think it'll be good. I'm just more worried about the storyline than anything.
Yeah.
It seems pretty interesting.
I like the concept of it. The main character, though, he hasn't sold me yet. But
yeah.
I was kind of hoping you can create your own character.
That would have been nice.
I would have preferred that. I think that's why I keep saying Jedi Outcast whenever we talk about it instead of the actual name of the game. Because I think in that game you can create your own. So.
Yeah.
So, oh well.
Oh well. But it looks good. Looks good. Dying Light looks good.
I still haven't even played the first one.
It's good. Maybe if I have it on I obviously have it on my PlayStation 4. Maybe I should stream it again. Square Enix.
All right, here we go. This I think. Well, besides the Bethesda one, because I know Bethesda was pretty hype, especially with the one guy.
But my issue with Bethesda was dragons and mobile games.
Yeah,
and
fuck
then
that.
So Xbox, I missed it. I don't know. I'm just pissed that they announced a dumb name for their console. Bethesda, mobile games, dragons.
And the one guy going, woo!
Oh my god, yeah, the one guy screaming. Devolver, I was really confused the entire time.
I was disappointed by them.
PC Gaming Show always does a solid job. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think that they did the best job this year.
That's
I thought Square
amazing to
Enix
think
was
about.
going to.
Yeah, and here we go. Let's talk about Square Enix. What did they advertise?
Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy. Like, that's all.
All right, we get it. We get it. Final Fantasy is cool. Shut the fuck up.
Because it was Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
Wait. You said Final Fantasy 7.
I said fantasy.
No, you didn't.
Okay, coming from you, who has misheard so many fucking things the last few days.
Oi, slut, look.
Oi, bitch.
Oi, bitch. I'm gonna replay it 3 times, and if
Final
I'm wrong,
Fantasy VII Remake.
There you go. If I'm wrong, I will record. I will interrupt this podcast saying something embarrassing about myself, and then we'll continue the episode. But I swear to God, I heard you say Final Fantasy 7, and all of England's offended right now.
Oh, God. But
So
yes, Final Fantasy
fanny.
VII Remake, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Final Fantasy VIII Remastered, Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. They also announced a fucking mobile Final Fantasy and some other mobile Final Fantasy.
And the whole time we were all watching this and commenting on Discord, and I was going, man, Avengers looks weird.
Because they clearly saved Avengers for last.
And we'll talk about that. Oh, should we talk about it now?
I mean, yeah, there's nothing else to really talk about from there.
Because it was all Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy, Final Fanny, Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy, Avengers.
Yeah.
And, I'm gonna say it. You can say it, 'cause I'm gonna say it.
It looks like shit.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
And they spoiled it. If you haven't watched it yet, Cap dies
In the
I'm
trailer.
It's not a spoiler alert if it's in the trailer.
Okay, like, here's one thing about it. Like, all right, Avengers game, cool. Like, I was even asking myself, do I want an Avengers game?
Do I need an Avengers game? No.
I mean, I know it's gonna be dope, but like, it's gonna be weird. Okay, after Endgame, we were done with like one Avengers story. Now we're going to a different universe, like already. It just, even though it comes out next year, it still seems a little like
too soon.
Yeah, it felt weird. It felt weird, but I was like, all right, I'll give this a shot. I'll give it a shot. Let's go. Let's go. It's cool that we're getting a superhero team video game. One to actually be pretty good. Because usually some superhero team games are like okay to mediocre at best. The best one I could probably think of is the first Avengers Ultimate Alliance. Have you ever played that game?
No.
That game's pretty dope. But and then we saw the thing, and the graphics looked not finished yet.
They looked crappy.
Yeah. The faces on some of the characters look like NPCs from Spider-Man PS4. Especially Captain America. Captain America looked like he was a mod for Fallout. He didn't look like Captain America.
I heard that there is probably going to be
Skins?
a Spider-Man crossover.
I hope. That would make sense. I heard that there will be skins.
Bad!
I know. I heard. Yeah, after the amazingness of, I just beat it again today. After the amazingness of Spider-Man PS4, and the possibility that that Avengers is set in the same universe, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be fucking dope. And then I see this, and I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
No, they should have. The part that Spider-Man's at is what they should be at.
Yeah.
And they're not. They're not anywhere even close. It looks like that was free online multiplayer universe fighting superhero games.
It looks like DC Universe Online. Like, yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna get this opening day, probably. I'm gonna have to see more of it.
Oh, God, no.
I'm gonna need to see gameplay. I like how the hypest thing that was on that was when Ant-Man showed up.
The best part was when Ant-Man came out of nowhere. Everyone was like, oh shit, it's Ant-Man!
Although I do like how a lot of the content that'll be coming out is for free. There's no microtransactions or none of that shit.
That's great. 10 out of 10.
Co-op.
But
there's going to be co-op. That's cool.
I have to pay for the game. And it's probably going to be like $80, $90 to buy this game. And it's probably going to be
ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, I hope I'm not in a minority here. Like, I hope, like, I'm not the only one that thinks that this is disappointing. And a lot of people are saying, yeah, I'm disappointed by it. This is not, I don't like what I'm really seeing. And a lot of people agree. We're saying, like, it feels weird after we just finished with an Avengers story. And now we're going on to a different universe. And it's just weird. And again, they look like shit. The graphics look terrible. Black Widow looks like
a piece of ass.
She looks like the villain from Shrek.
Yeah.
Hulk looks alright. You can't really fuck up Hulk. Thor looks like you created him in Soul Calibur 7. Iron
Man doesn't look that bad, but
Iron Man looks
have some issues with his suit. Like,
his head is really tiny.
Yeah.
His head is tiny as shit.
You know what I would really appreciate?
Yeah.
Just give me standalone character games. Like, give me an Iron Man game.
What?
Give me a Captain America game. Give me a Hulk game.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking that too because I was like, you know what? When it comes to movies, I'm all in for team-up movies. I like everything in the same universe. Give me everything in one of those shit. You know, when it comes to video games, I think I can live without a superhero team-up game.
Yeah.
Because if Spider-Man proved anything, I had the same emotions playing Spider-Man, the same emotions I had when I watched Avengers Endgame. Like,
yeah.
I mean, just because it's different when you're watching something that you've always wanted to see your whole life. You know, you're watching a screen of your favorite superheroes teaming up. But playing a solo video game as your favorite superhero, I think is slightly better than playing a game where you're playing all of them. So, because you're almost like, I'm a little bit tired. I'm playing as everybody. I'm gonna need. I feel like when I get this game, I'm gonna be taking a lot of breaks. It's gonna take me a fucking long time to finish it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of people were hyped for this game, and I'm kind of disappointed by it.
I'm so disappointed.
I did not like what I saw at all. Oh, did you hear like what the thing said after Captain America died part?
No.
It was 5 years later.
What the fuck?
They're doing this game is like it takes.
You can't just
Yeah.
You can't just be like, hey, we're going to a whole other fucking universe. By the way, Cap dies and it's 5 years later. Hello?
Exactly. So
honestly, I'd be so okay if you basically
had a few games before.
No, I'm talking about like base your game off of the movies and let us play and have like different things that could happen and shit.
I think why they wouldn't do that though is because people are sometimes worried about movie tie-in games. And to be fair, we haven't had a movie tie-in game in a long time. God, what was the last movie tie-in game we had? I think it was Amazing Spider-Man 2. And that game was ass.
That was ass.
That was terrible.
But I'd be fine if it's like basically the same era concept.
Yeah.
Or something. Like
have it slightly based on the movies, but not at the same time.
Yeah.
Like what? Like I meant, like give us like an alternate universe.
Well, let's bring in the new Star Wars game then, because it's after Order 66 and it's about a rogue Jedi. It's based in the same, era and shit as everybody else, but it's another person's perspective. So
that'll be dope if we got something like that in the game.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Like SpiderMan was,
God, that game is so amazing.
Beautiful game.
Loved it.
I don't know if I ever want to buy the Avengers game.
The DLC for it was kind of disappointing, but the main game itself is amazing. But amazing, Spider-Man, amazing.
Yeah.
You can almost say it was spectacular.
Oh Lord.
It was the ultimate game.
It's your God, save me.
But this Avengers game is not astonishing. I think astonishing goes for X-Men, but okay, I don't have a pun for that.
No. So I didn't watch the Nintendo game show.
Me neither.
Okay, so this list says The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2.
What? A new Zelda game?
What? Okay, but Breath of the Wild 2, that seems a little soon?
When did Breath of the Wild come out?
A year or two ago?
I mean, is it like
maybe?
Is it a DLC or a whole game?
No, it says new game and trailer.
Huh.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
What?
And didn't know Luigi had a mansion, but
I didn't know there was a Luigi Mansion 2.
Animal Crossing New Horizons. Get it? Because they crossed the street and saw a new horizon.
I thought my puns were bad.
But that's the actual name of the game. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Oh, speaking of Pokemon, there's a Pokemon event happening in downtown right now.
Oh, shit.
For, like, Pokemon
Nerds.
Go. It has the,
nerds!
It has the three, whatever, like, classes there. And
Dear
they're all
God.
doing battles, so...
They're fighting each other.
If you live in Chicago and you're into Pokemon, go check that out. But if you're not a virgin like everyone else, I'm sorry.
We mean
I'm
these
so
in
sorry.
joking ways,
I'm
people,
joking.
when we say this shit. Like,
now we're gonna get dislikes again.
oh well.
Oh,
Another Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, Super Mario Maker 2, Astral Chain.
Super Mario Maker 2. That's kind of dope.
I heard good things about the Mario Maker first one, and
yeah, me too. Looks fun.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order.
Oh yeah, I forgot they were making a third one, but it was only for Nintendo, so no one really cares. Second one was horrible. Anyway,
Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necro Dancer featuring The Legend of Zelda.
I thought you were going to say Creed of the Microtransactions.
I mean, basically. So I guess Nintendo's doing a lot of Zelda games, so...
I guess. Well, I mean, like, it used to be... I think, like, obviously Mario was their poster boy for a while. I think, like, Link...
Well, it's always been Link has been for years.
But, like, he's, like, becoming more now.
Yeah,
Ever.
because I guess because they're seeing people want more Zelda games. There was a long time we never got one.
Yeah, because like think before Breath of the Wild, it was Skyward Sword, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before that, I think it was Majora's Mask on N64?
No, I think there was another one after that.
Are you sure?
Maybe. I think there was one on the GameCube.
I think that was Majora's Mask as well.
Maybe.
Either way,
I didn't play any of them,
so. Fire Emblem, Three Houses, Dragon Quest, 11S, Echoes of a Exclusive Area, Exclusive Age Area. What the fuck?
You okay?
No, I'm having a stroke. Dragon Quest Builders 2. No More Heroes 3, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, and
God.
Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Like remastered or?
I would assume just going to Nintendo.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's just imported there. All right. Whatever.
I mean, I don't have anything to really say besides I'm really confused as another Breath of the Wild.
And also, we don't have a Nintendo Switch, so.
Well,
Wait,
I do.
Oh, you have a Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, I have Breath of the Wild.
Oh, all right. I know.
I haven't finished it yet. Sega also, I don't know why these things weren't listed under like what people said, but these other games were announced. Panzer Dragoon Remake, Phantasy Star Online 2, Sega Genesis mini console coming September 2019 with mini games like Mega Man, the Willy Wars, Earthworm Jim, Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, Echo the Dolphin, and 35 more classic games.
I'm laughing at Willy Wars.
Willy Wars.
That sounds wrong.
I'm
gonna fight you with my Willy.
Oh Lord. I thought this called sword fighting.
Silly old Willy. Look what you've done.
I quit. Namco Bandai announced Tales of Arise, Dragon Ball Z, Code Vein, the Dark Pictures Anthology, and Rad. Don't know what those are besides Dragon Ball. And then some various things. Elden Ring, I already mentioned Dying Light 2, Way to the Woods, Dauntless, The Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance Tactics. Dead by Daylight's coming to the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, nice.
New Super Lucky's Tale, Empire of Sin, Ukulele, The Impossible Liar. Okay, and Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. And I'm sure there's other stuff that was announced during breaks and stuff if you watched on Twitch.
There's things there.
There's things there.
There's things there.
Watching on Twitch is how I usually watch. I'm sure a lot of people do. This year was the worst quality it has ever been.
Oh my god, that was...
The sound and the screen cutting out constantly, and it wasn't a Twitch issue. It was like an actual hook up to Twitch issue.
Now,
like their cameras.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember when I said I was having internet problems? Every time that happens, I shit.
Shit so hard.
I was like, I swear to fucking God. I got a message from Lurk. She says, what the fuck? Oh, it's happening for her too? Okay, happened again. Motherfuck. Oh, it happened for her again. Okay. Mother shit. Okay, it happened again. All right, that's not me. Oh no, my internet went out again. No.
It was so bad. I thought my internet crashed, and then I saw you go, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Oh."
So everyone was just confused.
It was so bad, and I say it's because Sony wasn't there because they clearly make things run smooth.
So yeah, is there anything else or?
Nope, but there's only less than 20 seconds left in the Toronto Raptors game, and they're up by 1 point. So, do we just hang out until they win?
Yeah. I am gonna say this though. maybe you'll disagree with me, or maybe you will agree with me. I'm not sure, and I know a lot of people could have opinions. I think this wasn't that great of an E3.
No,
I wouldn't say
think
this
so.
was. I wouldn't say this was the worst. I want to know what would be the worst E3, because I think a lot of E3s had their own special moments to like save anything that was shitty. But
Oh,
thank you. But this wasn't a good one. I think the most memorable thing about this is the Avengers and fucking John Wick. So
I mean, the fact that Keanu Reeves is in a video game.
the internet's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's in Toy Story. Let's not forget that.
Oh my god, he is. What the fuck?
He's in Toy Story 4, which I've heard is actually really good. So that's a relief.
Hello, Keanu?
Okay, just
Like,
stop.
if you guys remember listening to our conspiracy theories podcast, he has been around for
He is a vampire.
hundreds of years. Yeah.
And thanks to this video game, he'll be younger now.
He is not aged.
No, he is not. He looks like he's like 35, even though he's like 52.
Old motherfucker.
I mean, he was in a vampire movie, so maybe he was attacked by a vampire. So maybe he's a vampire.
He
Although
is
we
a
have
vampire.
seen him in daylight, so maybe he's like a
He
Twilight.
wears really good sunscreen.
That, or he's like a Twilight vampire, and he doesn't necessarily sparkle, but he shines our light. Oh, bars!
Oh my god.
The puns, they just don't stop.
Let's talk about that new Batman.
Oh yeah. So stepping out of E3 really sick. Really sick. For
Really
a sec.
sick.
Really sick.
For a sick.
So yeah, really quick, yeah, E3, not really that much of a fan of it. But I'm hoping they do better next year. I still love video games, so
I love video games.
I don't
Who
necessarily
wants to
class
play
myself
video
as a
games?
gamer per se, but
I classify myself as a gamer and a gamer.
hey,
Hey,
get it, 'cause she likes pussy. So anyway,
So anyways, how's your sex life?
so anyway, how's your sex life? God, I'm so happy you remembered.
Fucking hate my life.
It haunts your dreams. So
It
yeah.
really does though, but anyways.
So now we're stepping out of E3. Oh yeah, tell us what you think of E3. What are you most excited for? So one more topic for today. So in the world of comic books, in the world of DC, we've had some news lately regarding the next Batman film. Now, another reason why I wasn't so excited for the Avengers game is because I'm mostly a DC boy. You know, I love me some I respect Marvel, and admittedly their movies are a fuckload better than
A fuckload and a half better.
shitload better than a lot of, you know, our DC movies are. Although Aquaman was fun, Shazam was fucking amazing, and I'm curious about how the Joker's gonna be, but especially since it's rated R, so dope. But
Oh my god, they literally just win by one.
ooh, did they?
Did that happen? Did that just happen?
Are we getting your live reaction to the Raptors game?
Yeah.
Did they win?
I think they just won by one.
Like 1-1 or have a
Literally by one.
Whoa! Didn't that happen in the last game where they lost by 1?
They lost by one.
And now they won by 1?
I think they just fucking won by one.
Is this like the main game or no?
Yeah, this is the last game. If they win this, they won.
They won like the big champion and everything.
Like, they is the wins.
They is the wins.
Hello? Can someone tell me the score?
Did they win? Are they
Hello?
celebrating?
Hello? This
Well,
thing says it's 111 to 110 and there's 0 time left.
I'm scared. I don't even like basketball. I'm scared. But while she figures that out, so I just wanted some DC games. Now Rocksteady and WB Montreal, they created some of the Batman Arkham games. They weren't in there this year, and I was fine with that because I don't want another Batman game. But since I love Batman, I wanted more DC games. So I'm just saying I'm a big DC guy, and I take DC seriously. I hold those characters closer to my heart, especially the character of Batman. I cosplay as a fucking dude, so I gotta like him in some respect. So. The next Batman for the next Batman movie.
They won by 2!
Oh shit! We're getting your live reaction to that.
Yeah!
Oh shit!
Whoa.
The Raptors won. The Raptors won, bitch.
2. Oh shit! Let's go, Canada.
The only time you like Toronto.
The only time I like Toronto.
It's kind of like us with Miami. We don't us in SA, not Miami, Florida. We don't like Florida, but yeah, Florida. So yeah, GG on the Raptors, but
GG.
GG on the Raptors. You're gonna celebrate on Discord. Just go to Discord going, woo, we won! And I was gonna comment afterwards, yay, sports!
God damn it, Nightbot.
What did Nightbot do?
Well, I said we, so it said come together
Oh.
right now to play video games.
God. Nightbot's...
That's the kind of nerd I am, everybody, just so you know.
So yeah. So with the next Batman movie, directed by the guy who directed the last 2 Planet of the Apes movie, Matt Reeves, which I'm excited for, has officially cast his new Batman. A unique choice, to say the least.
He's gonna just sparkle in that role.
Yeah, it's Robert Pattinson, which, you know, I'm acting like it's a surprise. I think a lot of people know at this point. Robert Pattinson is the new Batman, and admittedly, at first I wouldn't say I wasn't happy, but I was... No, yeah, I wasn't happy at first.
I'm not happy about it. Like,
I was like, that's a weird... That's just such a strange choice. I think it's only just because I haven't seen him in anything else except for Harry Potter and Twilight. So, obviously he's going to have to bulk up.
Right, he died.
Yeah, he did die in just one Harry Potter movie.
Yep.
And that's the only thing that a lot of people mainly remember from that film.
Yep.
Oh, Cedric Diggory. Oh, the guy who died in Harry Potter. He's the new Batman. But, I mean, I'll wish him luck. I don't really have much to say about it because I only seen him in Twilight. And admittedly, I don't want to be like that guy. Because it'd be like, Robert Pattinson's a bad choice to play Batman. Why?
He's not that great of an actor.
Well, he's
not got the right
Twilight.
Body type. In Twilight, they had to spray paint his abs on. Fun fact.
Yeah.
So he
Well,
can't...
did you know that he hated Twilight?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he hated it. He made fun of it so much. He was like, if Edward was a real dude in real life, he would be in jail. You wouldn't think he was attractive. You think he was a stalk axe murderer or something like that. And we're all like, he said it! What we're all thinking! But it paid the bills, so...
He was not a strong actor. And if he couldn't bulk out for a small role like that...
Yeah. I mean, he has to bulk up for this. He has to.
He has to, but they had to spray paint his abs on. So, honestly, you know who would make a really good Batman? If we're going with Twilight people, give me Taylor Lautner.
No!
Yes!
No!
He'd be like the native Black Panther of Batman.
No! 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 I'm gonna fight! I'm gonna fight right now! No! I'm gonna be pissed!
He can actually act. He'd bring a whole different side to Batman.
I don't want that llama boy as Batman! He looks like a llama!
Actually, he looks like an alpaca.
That's yeah, I get llamas and alpaca. He looks like an alpaca! I'm sorry, llamas. Llamas are dope. Alpacas are assholes because they look like Taylor Lautner.
The final score was 14-10.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
114 to 110. What? Where did those extra 2 points come from?
Wait, what? That's dramatically different.
It was 2 more points than what I saw, but okay.
That is dramatically different. But so yeah, but
So Taylor Lautner, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
But
okay, then here. Hayden Christensen. I would love. He would do it so much justice.
I mean, maybe. I'm a little bit unfair to him, too, so I'll give him a chance on something. But you know who I actually wanted to play Batman? Well, two choices first. Well, I mean, Batman deserves better than me. But you ever seen the Chronicles of Narnia movies?
Yes.
You know Prince Caspian?
Yes, but I'm having a hard time putting a face.
I'll send you a recent picture of him. I wanted him as Batman because I forgot my thing doesn't work.
Here, I'll look it up.
Just look up the guy named Ben Barnes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. He was also
okay. Yeah, I could see him as
like a younger Batman because they're clearly doing a younger Batman.
Yeah.
I wanted him as Batman or Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't mind a Bruce Wayne with a high-pitched voice. Because it's just as long as they give him a voice modulator when he's Batman, you would never know that he's Batman. So when he's Batman, he's like, I'm Batman. And then when he's Bruce Wayne, I am Bruce Wayne.
Oh my god.
You'll never suspect that guy is Batman. Never.
Okay, then I want a gay Batman.
Well, I mean, Robert Pattinson's close.
What?
And technically, if Jake Gyllenhaal was ever Batman, technically he stuck with the Joker since Heath Ledger was in Brokeback Mountain with Jake Gyllenhaal.
That's true.
So, but since he's in Spider-Man playing Mysterio and the Joker fucked in a tent once. Fun fact. Gay Pride, woo!
Happy Pride Month!
Happy Pride, bitches! But yeah, so there's two more news. There's a lot of news regarding this new Batman film, besides Robert Pattinson as the new Bats. But we're getting like 6 villains allegedly in this movie.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm not.
So what? Joker, Batman.
Well, yeah, Joker will be in it.
I mean,
possibly.
wait, what?
Yeah, Batman's fighting himself. He's fighting the George Clooney version of himself. Oh no! Nipples! Bad nipples, get away! Ass piece!
I give up because I literally said Batman and then was going to start naming
other villains.
Spider-Man's villains. So,
so
I was going to say Green Goblin.
Batman's going to fight Joker, Batman, Venom.
It's time for that crossover.
It's finally going to happen.
Oh my god.
When Venom's in a Batman movie, but not Spider-Man movie. Tom Hardy. Technically, yes, because Tom Hardy played Bane and then Venom. Tom Hardy fought Batman before he fought Tom Holland.
Oh my god.
Shit. Oh, fuck. We're screwed.
See, wow. Called it.
Yeah. Calling it. But, yeah, there's going to be 6 villains. Joker might be one of them, especially with this new casting news that came out. So, Catwoman's going to be in it. Do you know who is, like, rumored? This is all rumors. Rumors. But who might be the number 1 choice to play Catwoman?
If you say fucking Kristen Stewart, I'm gonna
die. No. But you know what? I would actually be okay with that.
You know what? Fuck it. All of the entire Twilight cast are coming back. We're doing Batman.
Yeah. I would actually be okay with that, but no. It's...
Oh my god, okay, now I want that because vampires are bats.
Yeah, someone made a joke. Man, Robert Pattinson's the worst Batman. It took him 11 years to be worst vampire. It took him 11 years to become a bat. But yeah, so you ready? Who might be the next Catwoman?
Who?
Vanessa Hudgens.
Okay, I'm not gonna watch this fucking movie.
Don't worry. No, there's more. Don't worry.
Oh.
Do you know who might be? And this is heavy rumors. There was a rumor saying that Warner Brothers did this as a joke, which if it's true, that's a little bit fucked up. But do you know who might be the next Joker?
Oh god, if you say Zac Efron.
No. Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, okay. No, you know, if Macaulay is gonna be any kind of Batman villain, he's the Penguin. Like, come on now.
There's a thing saying that the guy who voiced the snowman from Frozen,
Olaf,
and he played Gaston's like.
Yeah, that guy.
He might.
Olaf.
He really wants to be the Penguin.
He'd be too funny as the Penguin.
And too young. I've always imagined Penguin being way older than Batman. So that's just weird. This movie has weird. Again, if Vanessa Hudgens and Macaulay Culkin are true.
Honestly, if she's in it, I'm not fucking seeing this. I'm not gonna pay to see this movie.
Because you
at
hate
least.
Vanessa Hudgens.
I fucking hate Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah, that's a weird choice. I think she's just okay. But she's not that good of an actress on anything, really.
Just give me Kristen Stewart.
I mean, Kristen Stewart's dope. So, I love me.
It's not like the role really needs a lot of emotions, anyways.
No. She just plays a slut. That's all she plays.
Exactly.
Speaking of Kristen Stewart, I got a movie for you to recommend that you should definitely watch.
Oh no, what is it?
It's called Personal Shopper.
Oh, I want to see that. Yeah.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
Is it good? Oh god.
And there's a really hot scene with her in it. So.
Oh shit.
And she is hot in this movie. I don't give a fuck what people say. I think she's
hot
in
all of the movies.
Twilight was questionable, but
okay, well.
But after Twilight, true, I'll give you that. But afterwards, I was like, "What is Kristen Stewart like full on lesbian or is she bi?"
Yeah.
Or she's full on lesbian.
Yeah.
Oh, good for her.
Her mom outed her.
Oh. Wow. Thanks, Mom.
Then she came out herself when she hosted SNL. She started being like, I'm gay.
She was like, Donald Trump, you're going to hate me because I'm super gay, dude.
I'm like super gay is what she said. And like smiled and shit. It's like, we already knew, sweetie. It's okay. Like.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, again, good for her. I mean, she'll stay away from me. So, yeah. So yeah, that's
Vanessa Hudgens. Now I'm just angry.
And Macaulay Culkin might be the new Joker.
Dear God.
The only thing because like I know like Macaulay Culkin dealt with a massive drug problem after his child career ended, and then I don't remember him being in any other movie when he was an adult. I don't think he was in anything when he was an adult.
I don't think so.
The only thing I remember him being was a sketch where he played a taxi driver who was the same character that was in Home Alone, where he was like a taxi driver and he was all fucked up and he picked up somebody and he goes to his car and the driver's all messed up and it's Macaulay Culkin and he's like, God, I'm so fucking pissed off. Can you drive? And the guy's like, what? Can you just drive to your destination? I need to sit in the back. I need to vent. He's like, you want me to drive you to the destination I gave you? Yeah. Can you please do that? All right. So he goes in. So the guy goes to the taxi. He's driving himself while the taxi driver, who's Macaulay Culkin, sits in the back, and he's ranting about. All right, think about this for a second. All right, you're 8 years old. It's fucking Christmas. It's Christmas, and your parents and your whole family go on a different state, and they leave you home alone with 2 burglars after you. You would be fucked up too, right?
I mean, yeah.
And it was like pretty funny. I'm like. Did Warner Brothers just watch that sketch and go, you know what? He would be a good Joker.
I swear to God.
It's just such odd. It's wild. I'll give it to them. It's crazy. But it's so crazy.
So wild and crazy.
It's just so crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I'm nervous.
Oh Lord. Well, that's a way to end. That
is
podcast.
a way to end. So we went on a whole debacle talking about the debacle of E3 2019. And really quick, what are your last few things you could say about E3?
Oh, I was gonna say my last words were gonna be "fuck off, Vanessa Hudgens," but E3, can't wait for Planet Zoo.
That's it. That's the hype escape right now. Out of everything in the PC show, or any show, it's Planet Zoo.
Honestly, though, I want Planet Zoo, Cyberpunk, but mostly Planet Zoo.
Sure, Cyberpunk looks dope. Keanu Reeves is cool.
And a PlayStation 5.
The Cyberpunk have a hippo shitting. I didn't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think Cyberpunk has hippos.
And you know what's the worst part about that? That shitty looks real.
Yeah, that game looks so fucking realistic.
It didn't look like how like most when you see animal shit in video games, it's obviously just pre-rendered shit coming out.
No,
of
this
an
is
animal.
like they are taking a shit.
It's like if you actually, unfortunately, seen a hippo shit, it looks exactly like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how they programmed the horse to shit in Red Dead. You're like, wow, that's exactly
It is.
how...
Wow. Yeah, the horse shit in that game. Outstanding. The ball sack. Outstanding.
I'm so glad that animals are shitting more in video games.
Yeah. Give me the realism.
God. I will be happy when you can finally have your character take a shit.
Yes.
All the time. All the time when I go to a bathroom playing in a video game. I'm like,
I just want to have a shit button.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
remember how Duke Nukem, you had to pee every time you walked by a toilet? Can we just have that for shitting? By the way, what the fuck ever happened to Duke Nukem?
He got nuked.
True. Duke Nukem Forever came out, and everyone was like, you know what? Yeah, this old humor is for children. Yeah, that was a nuke. But so yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Good to be back.
Yes.
We all
let us
vented.
know what you thought about E3, what video games you're excited about, and all that bullshit.
How do you feel about all the
Vanessa
games
Hudgens.
Vanessa Hudgens possibly being Catwoman, fucking Macaulay Culkin possibly being the Joker, Robert Pattinson being Batman. Who would you rather have? Do you want RuPaul as the new Batman? Let us know in the comments below.
That would be fucking fabulous.
Remember that rainbow Batman I sent you?
Yes, that would be Rule.
RuPaul. That would
Rule?
be RuPaul's Rule? Are we addressing him as a first name basis now?
I don't know. Is his actual first name like something
don't-
with an R, or is his
I
name
don't
Paul?
know what is. I just knew him all
I
my
just
life
know him as like
RuPaul.
Cher. So like RuPaul.
What is RuPaul's real name? We're about to find out. RuPaul Andrew Charles.
Oh, Andre.
I know how to read.
Andrew.
Andrew. I was almost disappointed there, but it's just me not wearing my glasses and not knowing how to read. Even if I had glasses on, I would probably still read that as Andrew.
Probably.
I am so awful.
Oh, man.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Let's Get Things Straight. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for watching, and be sure to fuck bitches and level up. And yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna go fuck off now.
Yeah, bye.
So bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We need to find a way to end these episodes better.
Yeah, we do.
Bye.
Bye.